Hey folks, Paul from Vajimo Fitness, and got another question. You know, I work out a lot, so with that, a lot of times I'll get questions about working out and things like that. And someone was telling me that they wanted to work out, they wanted to start doing some weights, but they were kind of afraid that if they started and actually quit, all their muscle would turn to fat. And there's two really issues with that statement. The first one I would say is if you planning to stop something, it may not be the right thing for you to start. You may need to start with a different plan. But the second one is this myth that if you have muscle that you can turn it into fat if you stop lifting. And that's just not true. Muscle tissue and fat tissue are two different things. It's like trying to turn, like if you have a rock and you said I stopped working out and it's gonna turn to fat, like the conversion, that's a bad example, but you know what I mean. There's no conversion here. Fat cannot turn into muscle and muscle cannot turn into fat. So what happens in this case where you might see someone 6 months later that was used to be really fit and lifting weights and then the next minute they're pretty chunky? What is usually the case is they quit everything. And when I say everything, I mean exercise, diet, all those things that led to their having the body that they had prior. I'll take myself as an example. I lift weights. I've been doing it like 20 years now. It doesn't really show, I'm not that big. But I lift weights. If I was to stop and still control my diet so I kept myself at around the same weight, I would just be a thinner version of myself. Now, if I was to stop lifting weights, continue the same amount of calories, then I most likely will start to gain weight. So what you usually see is someone stops lifting weights, they start to lose muscle. They would look thinner, but since their diet and all the other activity that they do is so much lower, they start to gain fat. So it's not the same, it's not cells converting, but all of a sudden you have less muscle and then you have more fat cells. And that kind of gives the illusion that that muscle turned into fat. It really did not. So what you really need to do is, and I really don't want anyone to stop lifting because there's so many benefits to doing some type of resistance training for your health and strength and everything for your everyday living. But if you were to stop lifting for some reason, maybe you're injured, just watch how much you eat and just watch your weight, watch your diet. You might have to clean things up a little bit more. You may not have as much leeway as you did prior. While you will lose muscle, you don't need to necessarily gain fat from that. So men, woman, child, maybe not child because they probably shouldn't be lifting too much, but everyone of age should try to lift weights, and do not be afraid that this muscle, if you ever have to stop, will turn into fat. So there's that question. Keep giving me your questions. I need more questions. I want more questions. I keep saying this because this is actually fun to me. So I like to spread knowledge and help anyone I can. So if you have a question, DM, reply by email, you comment below, any of the ways. All right, till next time, peace.